Good morning. Welcome back to Keto in the Chaos. Today is day 8 of the 21 days before Thanksgiving challenge with Emily on keto. This morning has already been kind of rough. My baby is sick and he was up like every hour last night crying. I feel like I've been run over by a truck this morning. I haven't even brushed my hair and I've already taken my daughter to the bus. To train station. Why do I always say the bus? It's because she's taking the train to the bus, but I take her to the train station. And I've taken one of my sons over to a dentist appointment, which reminded me that I completely spaced my own dentist appointment, which was Monday morning. So I guess I need to reschedule that. I'm just hanging out here with the baby because he's awake again. And I got me a cup of Crio Brew that I am sipping on. Hi, baby. Do you want to say hi? He's not feeling good. Nope, not feeling good. Anyway, so that's where things stand this morning. Just waiting for my son to finish up with his appointment so I can go pick him up. And we'll hopefully get started on something for the day. I woke up with a little bit of a gravelly throat and a little bit of a cough. So I regrettably had to tell my newborn family that I cannot do their session today. And I may not be able to do it at all because he is already past the newborn window. I might need to find him someone else to do his pictures. So that's sad. I'm kind of bummed out about that. But, you know, it is what it is. I can't get a baby sick. So anyway, all right. We'll see you when I have something else to show you. When I make breakfast, I guess it'll be in a few hours. All right, I'm finally getting around to having my first meal. It's 12:30, and I'm just barely making it. And I went back, as you can see, to my good old standby. Bacon and eggs and cheese. So I've got 2 eggs, 6 strips of Oscar Mayer bacon, and I actually weighed it out, and I think it was 38 grams of bacon. And I have 31 grams of Swiss cheese. 227 grams of Fage Greek yogurt with my orange vanilla Mio, and another cup of Crio Bru with a tablespoon of heavy whipping cream, about 15 grams of whipping cream. So my macros for this meal, including the 2 cups with heavy whipping cream, is 58 grams of protein, 44 grams of fat, and 11.2 carbs, but I subtract the 4.5 for the half of my yogurt because it's got live and active cultures in it, and so it's more close to 17 or so. And that's what I'm going to eat for my first meal of the day. Going grocery shopping. Getting this awesome meat, $3.50 a pound. Got some roasts to cut into steaks. And these steaks are $2.99 a pound, so I'm totally getting these. And this chicken is $1.69 a pound. Love this salsa. It's really tasty, and it's only less than 2 carbs. Or 2 carbs, I guess. This cheese, I've not tried this. It looks good. It's got spice to it, so I'm going to try it. I've tried several of these other ones, but I think I'm going to go for this one. This bacon is pretty awesome. It's 4 and 4. Which is pretty hard to find, and it's $12 for 3 pounds. I'm gonna get these chicken thighs and chicken wings because I keep watching Emily on Keto and Miss K making these yummy chicken wings. I got some broccoli, some cauliflower, bell peppers, green beans, mushrooms. These peppers are gonna be great to stuff. I got cabbage for dinner tonight. This cheese that looks really good, and these cheese whiz I have not tried, so I'm gonna try those. Some feta. These sausages are what I'm gonna cook up for dinner tonight with the cabbage. They were the best ones I could find that were the least amount of fat to protein. Still pretty high for fat, 16 to 10, but hey, these look kind of good. See how the protein to fat ratio is on these. 13 fat, 16 protein, heck yeah. I don't see much sugar. I see some dextrose, but that's way down in there. Not too bad. And 1 carb per 3 meatballs. I think I shall try these. Maybe I will make this my new breakfast thing. We'll see. Alright, my heavy whipping cream and my half and half for my drinks. And this is my favorite yogurt. Fage 0%. I eat it pretty much every single day. And sometimes I like to add this good culture to the yogurt. And it's got cultures in it. This cottage cheese, which is awesome because I only have to count half the carbs. Hey, I probably wouldn't have bought this except for the sweater challenge, but oh my gosh, it actually smells really good, and I'm going to totally buy this. Okay, so I have to cook dinner tonight because my husband has to work, so this is what I'm going to make. It's like really simple to make, and my kids will eat it, so that's always nice. So we're making cabbage with some smoked sausage chopped up in it, and onions. Super easy. Alright, cabbage is all chopped up, and yes, we have to use the entire thing because I have a gigantic family. Here we have our onions. I usually cut up for my family like 3 to 4 onions, which is crazy, but that's what we do. Okay, we're just going to put some of this in the pan, and then we're going to throw in the onions. Alright, so I've got these sweating. I'm not going to cook them to caramelization, just getting them a little bit clear, and then I'm going to add the cabbage in. Okay, so for seasonings, all I use is a little bit of this Redmond's real salt. And Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. And that's pretty much it. So I'm just going to put on the salt. And we put a lot because we're keto. Oh, all that cabbage. And then this is kind of spicy, so you can decide how much you want to add, but it's low carb, it's no carbs actually, and it's basically like a spicy seasoned salt. Salt. And you can decide how spicy you want it. My kids really love this stuff. I know. Okay, I don't like my cabbage to be too wilty, so I'm just basically cooking it for a few minutes until it gets to about this consistency where it's kind of pliable, but it's not super crunchy. And then I take this batch out and I start on my next batch. Okay, the cabbage is almost done, so we're chopping up the sausages. I'm going to show you why I picked this particular sausage. If you were doing high-fat keto, you're not going to really worry about your fat content in your sausage. You're probably going to want it to be higher. But I am doing moderate-fat keto in order to make my body burn more of its own fat rather than my dietary fat. And so it's important for me to pick meats that are more 50-50 on protein and fat. So if you'll look here on the back of this package, the total fat is 16 and the protein is 10. That's actually the best I could find. It was not obviously not 50-50. Most I could find were more like 19.9, and this one was 16.10, so that's why I went for it. It's a beef sausage. This is the brand. It's a Sam's Choice beef. I don't know if it's going to be the best, but it's what we're going to try tonight. We've tried it with different kinds before, and I haven't been able to eat very much of it because of the high fat content, so I wanted to be able to eat more of it this time. Alright, so the sausages are in the pan. Just going to cook these up in here until they're cooked through. They're a pre-cooked sausage, so we don't necessarily have to do anything but heat them up and brown them up a little bit. Alright, they look pretty good. I'm going to pull mine out of the oil and pull out my cabbage because my kids want to keep the oil in the cabbage, so I'm going to pull mine out, set it on a plate, and then decide if I need anything else to go with it. Okay, so that wasn't enough protein for me without being ridiculous amounts of fat, even though technically a lot of it cooked off, so it's kind of hard to track. But just to be on the safe side, I like to keep my protein high enough, so I am going to cook me up these little I just cut up a chicken breast into strips, threw it in with a little salt and Tony Chachere's seasoning, and I'm just grilling them up. Oh, I've got them in a little bit of olive oil. And I'm also adding a half a serving of these Asiago and pepper jack cheese crisps. Just right here. You can see I got a half a serving, which is about 11 grams. Well, I guess 14 grams. Helps to do math. And so the fat on that would be about 5.5 and the protein about 6. So that's not too bad. It's pretty good actually. All right, so my chicken strips are done and this is my final plate. It looks pretty dang good if I do say so myself. The macros on this meal were 64 protein. Let's see. Oh man, why do I just forget the numbers the second I turn the camera on? 12 carbs. Is that right? It doesn't seem like it should have 12 carbs, but I don't know. It has something like that. 12 carbs and about 40 fat. So it'll work. It's gonna fit in my macros. I'll be a little over on fat, a tiny wee bit over on carbs, not a lot. And that's before subtracting my yogurt carbs, so I think we're all good. All right, so it's 9 o'clock. We just ate dinner, and now I have to plan my classes for tomorrow. I am teaching my little English class and my little history class tomorrow, and I haven't even looked at the lesson plan yet. Because, you know, my life is crazy. So, that's on the menu for tonight. Don't know what time I'm gonna go to bed. I'll probably end up going back to Walmart at some point, but that's how it is most every Wednesday night. So I'm just gonna probably end the video here. I don't think you guys need to go with me to Walmart again. I think you've had enough of Walmart for one day. But I will see you tomorrow and you can come with us to our school and hang out with us there. Good night, everybody. I hope your day 8 went well. Let me know if it did. And say hello to Emily on Keto, who started the 21-day before Thanksgiving challenge, and let us both know what you're doing and how it's going for you. And we'll see you tomorrow for day 9.